word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out, but I'm back in that game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat, man. So check it out, chat. We're going to get right into it. But first thing first, man. All right, I want to give a subscriber shout out to Shay Park, man. All right, Shay Park, I love you. I appreciate you for supporting. You comment on down there. Every video I post, you the first one to like, first one to comment. So I want to give a big shout out, supporter, subscriber shout out to Shay Park. I love you. All right, so I'm finna start doing these before every video gets started. So if y'all want to get a shout out or get shown some love for y'all supporting me and my mission and my videos, in order to grow this thing, I need y'all support. Alright, so I love all my supporters. I love all y'all that watch my videos. So I want to start this video off by saying that. Alright, so look, we're going to get right into this thing, man. Today we're going to be reacting to Larry Bird welcoming rookies to the NBA. Was pure savage? Man, for all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live, and we're going to watch this shit together. Man, without further ado, against Big Larry. Let's get it
Everyone
going,
has
man.
their first moment in the league they still remember. Everyone starts out as a rookie, and when you're a first
Make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's do it.
year player, whether it's a trash talk exchange, getting owned by a more experienced player, or scoring your first point in the league, those memories stay with you forever. NBA rookies are also not above being starstruck by sharing the court with players they grew up watching. Considering that, things might get even worse when that vet player who's welcoming you is the trash-talking GOAT himself, Larry Bird.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the Squad Dawkins channel. Here we break down talk he took to school. If the NBA ever introduces a trash-talking award, it should be named after Larry Bird. The guy was just peerless when it comes to mind games, as rookie Eddie Johnson found the hard way. Eddie Johnson guested on the Rex Chapman Show published on BasketballNews.com YouTube page. He shared the legendary trash-talking and beating he received from the legendary Celtic legend.
He was always talking so much trash to me, and he taught me how to trash talk.
Okay.
I mean, Larry Bird basically taught me how to trash talk. and so there's one game in Boston, he just worked me over, man. Like, I went out for the jump ball.
Okay.
And it was my second game of my career, and Cotton Fitzsimmons started.
Damn, second game in your career versus Big Larry? That's tough!
And I'm scared to death already. You know, not just a Bird, but, you know, I played against McHale in college, so he was cool. But Robert Parrish, I mean, Dennis Johnson, I'm looking at all these dudes, man, and I'm intimidated. I ain't played against
just say that.
College. So, but Bird walks out at the jump, and the veterans on my team said, Eddie, just don't pay attention to him.
Oh, yeah, your homies knew it was best for you.
So I minded my own business on the jump.
They knew
and
it was
he
best
walks
for you.
out, and he just stands next to me, and he leans over and he looks at me. And I didn't pay him any attention. He said, do you honestly think you gonna guard me, motherfucker? Curse that. Like, what? I just didn't say nothing. Then he stands up and he looks over at the bench and he looks at Clyde. You all think this rookie gonna guard me? Man, I'm gonna bust you up, just right in my ear. And I'm just looking forward. I'm like, and so by that time, all the guys on the floor is just cracking up, even my teammates.
Blood, you said something back, right? I love hearing this story, but they never finished the plot. You did you say something back, my nigga? That's what we want to know.
So I'm like, would this official please throw this ball up? So the official couldn't throw the ball up because there was something going on the side. So then finally he walks around, stands in front of me. He said, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna wear your ass out. And then I looked at him. I said, I'm here. Don't worry about it. I said, you ain't intimidating nobody. I said, I'm from Chicago. Where you from?
Oh, okay.
He started laughing.
Oh, okay. You from the rack. So I know you said something, G. You had to. Hopefully they finished the story off this time. You from Chicago, my boy.
Game starts, and he's just wearing me out. Okay? And I'm trying to go back at him. I'm shooting bricks. And in the fourth quarter he was in, it was late. Game was kind of close. Okay. And he came down, he said, you talking all that junk. I bet you can't do this. And he raises up from Steph Curry range.
Right?
And he shoots an air ball. And I look at him, he like, that don't matter. It's the fact that I can do it and stay in the game. I bet you can't.
So what happened?
I'm like, okay. So
what you do? What you do?
That stuck with me.
Johnson's story.
What did you do?
That stuck with me.
Johnson.
I hate that shit, man. Chad, why do they cut it off? Like, for them, you didn't do nothing. You ain't say how much you had at the end of the game. You ain't say how much Larry had. You just said that he told you he was gonna bust your ass, and he started busting your ass. And then shot a half-court shot and missed and said you can't do it. And all you did was laugh. My nigga! Look, I know you ain't gonna tell your grandkids that story like that. It better be a fucking great ending at the end of that story, man. Kids, if you ever telling your grandkids a story, G, about how you got in bed, you shouldn't be telling them no stories about none of that shit in the first place. But if you do happen to tell them a story, please let there be a good ending, man. Let there be a moral ending or something, G. You can't just have a story of somebody busting your ass and it's not a comeback story or a heroic story, G. Come on, man. Y'all too grown to be just telling stories.
We will hear connected to Larry Bird welcoming rookies to the NBA. During his rookie season in 1982-83, Dominique Wilkins walked over to 4-year pro Larry Bird right before tip-off.
Man, Dominique, G! Your boxes was little as hell, man. Look at this shit. It's either your boxes was little as hell and they should have pushed your shit, they should have upped your lining a little bit more. Or they pushed your lining back too far up the middle and got your shit looking like a rainbow. Which one was it? It's one or the other, folks. It's either your box is too little and they need to raise this side up right here, or they motherfucking push your lining back too far and now your shit look like a rainbow. Either way, your shit, man. Your shit messed up, G. I ain't gonna say too much more.
Was having none of it.
And that was the first time Bird
hey, Daryl
talked trash to me. It was my rookie season, my first game I ever played against him.
What'd he say?
I can't even tell you what he said.
My first year, I'm excited. I'm playing against Larry Bird. I go shake his hand, wouldn't shake my hand. Back then, guys just...
You wouldn't shake your hand?
Wouldn't shake my hand. He would look at me and just nod, right? And I was like, well, maybe he's just getting into the game.
It didn't end just without acknowledging the rookie Wilkins. Bird continued hitting him with the trash talk.
And so the first time I'm gone, he said, you don't even belong in this league. He shoots a 3. Wham! I said, okay.
Damn.
Next time he comes down, he said, I don't know why they got you guarding me. He hits another 3. Now I'm really mad now.
Right.
He's coming down the court and I'm guarding him. He looks at me, he said, I don't know why they have you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots the 3. Now, I wasn't upset he made the 3. I said, but this son of a gun just called me Holmes.
He called you Holmes.
I never forget that 3. One thing though, man. I'm like, I was so hot. You know?
Another former All-Star that got a nice welcome by Bird was the Seattle Supersonic Shawn Kemp. Kemp found out the hard way just how ruthless of a trash talker Bird was when he faced him as a rookie in 1989.
I'm gonna keep this real with y'all, man. My ass got busted real early, man. I came into the league, man. I was 19. You know how some of them vets, man, they play you to the T, man. I got played down in Boston one night. We was playing Boston Celtics. So the great Larry Bird, I didn't really know much about it. You know, I'm from Indiana, Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down. And Larry gave me 50 3/4.
My nigga. 50 3/4, nigga? Oh, no, G. You ain't never sitting up here smiling with this much joy on your face, G. Sitting here telling a story about a nigga that dropped you off of 50 points in 3/4, man. Oh, my goodness, man. What has the world come to where we sitting here just smiling and cheesing and shit, just happy as hell, trying to tell the story about a nigga giving you 50, G? Y'all be too happy telling these stories, man. What's wrong with y'all? Do y'all not feel any embarrassment from that shit? Because I know if a nigga gave me 50, first of all, that shit never happened. Alright? If y'all can't pull it up or find the footage, it never happened. Alright? Now, if it did happen, I wasn't guarding that nigga the whole game. Now, if y'all figure out that I was guarding him the whole game, now at that point, I'm just cooked, G. I've been fronting my move. Larry bust my ass. Then I'm going to have to come out and confess it. These niggas just openly confessing to the ass whooping, folks. What's to y'all? Just couldn't be me, G. I'm not openly confessing to another grown man just obliterating me, G, and embarrassing me. I got too much pride and self-respect, man. I just couldn't be me, man. It
He
couldn't.
was hitting everything. And he talked to me the whole
50 and 3 quarters, nigga.
What did he say? Dude, well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, you the one that used to dunk my brother too, right? Eddie." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got you for you tonight." So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he was like, "When I get down to the other end, I'm going to pump face you, get a hand one on you, look at you, go off the glass." That's how cold that was.
Bro, he was not saying all that,
like, look, I'm going to foul him so hard that he's basically going to take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything. Man,
still dropping you off with the left, huh?
When another legend was starting his NBA career,
Crazy,
he saw
man.
firsthand how great Larry was and how serious he was about fulfilling his promises. John Stockton saw Larry Legend doing his thing at a young age, which is something he'll never forget. Back in 2018, during an appearance on The Dan Patrick Show, the Utah Jazz legend talked about his favorite Larry Bird story of all time, and he didn't hesitate, choosing one that he lived during his first campaign in the association.
I remember as a rookie, he came in, he walked by our bench at the Salt Palace and said, "I feel like 43 tonight." And he came out, he scored 43 in the third quarter and checked himself out with a 20-point victory, and I was fairly impressed with that one.
So he just picks a random number, I feel like 43. And he says it to the bench?
Yeah.
Man, you gotta be cold-blooded to tell it. I'm going for 40. Actually do it.
In 2018, the former Orlando Magic sharpshooter Dennis Scott told another Bird welcome to the NBA story. Scott, who was selected by the Magic with the 4th pick of the 1990 NBA draft, detailed how Bird shut him up with his legendary trash talk and basketball skills.
Bird was the only one that really kind of, in his soft-spoken way, when you talk about guys talking trash.
Yeah.
"Hey, Rook, good to see you. Hey, big college career. I'm going to catch the ball. I'm going to pump fake. You're going to reach for it. You're going to get fouled. 2 tweets. You're going to have a seat." Lo and behold, Dan, he catches the ball. He pump fakes. I go for it. I reach. First foul. I come down court. Scott Skiles kicks me the ball. I shoot a 3. In your face, Larry Legend. Yes, I'm feeling good, Dan.
Okay.
He catches the ball again. Catches it. My dumb self reaches for it again. Tweet. Go have a seat. I see you second quarter, Rook.
Wow. Got your ass up out of there, G.
Into the NBA.
Clyde Drexler is possibly the most underappreciated Hall of Famer in NBA history. The high-flying Drexler was the Blazers' 14th selection in the 1983 NBA.
Oh my goodness.
The flying Drexler was the Blazers' 14th selection.
Isaiah! I know you ain't let him just rise up and poke your ass like this, man.
Hall of Famer.
You saw it coming. What happened?
The high-flying Drexler was the Blazers'
move out the way, my boy.
1983 NBA
what
draft.
the hell?
He too quickly learned on the
he
greatness
just poked your ass. You
trash
fell.
talk.
Oh my god.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident."
Bird could not believe the gall from a rookie Drexler. He issued a stern retort before resuming his destruction of the young Blazers swingman.
He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Essentially, Drexler rivaled Bird as one of the league's elite wings and took Larry Legend's spot as one of the very best when the Celtics star retired in 1992. Still, despite his eventual place among the game's top stars, Clyde learned almost immediately never to speak back to Bird. In 1992, the best players from various colleges were called in to face the Dream Team for their first scrimmage. Future All-Stars Chris Webber, Penny Hardaway, Allen Houston, Grant Hill, and Jamal Mashburn were part of the team dubbed the College All-Stars. Webber, who won the Rookie of the Year award in 1994, was given a stern warning by Larry Legend before the game. By Webber, Bird told him to make sure he's getting his sleep, because tomorrow Bird is going to bust his ass, and that he is going to remember it the rest of the week. Another angle to the Bird in the 1992 College All-Stars was brought by Jamal Mashburn. According to Mashburn, he, along with Webber, Houston, and Rodney Rogers, was given first-hand experience of Larry Bird's trash talking the very first time they met Larry Legend.
And Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand up close to Larry Bird.
6'9",
he walked by us, he says, y'all those college guys? And we was like, yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, get some fucking rest, it's gonna be a long week, and walked off.
Hey, folks. Larry used to be treating the shit out of y'all, G. I ain't gonna lie, I'ma just keep it a buck, folks. Y'all young bucks that was coming in the league, Larry had no respect for y'all, folks. I don't know if it was a race thing or what, G, but he just straight up disrespected y'all ass, G. Like y'all was his, like, come on, G. Like y'all was his floozies or something, man. Just saying any old type of things to y'all like that. And y'all just allowed the shit, man. Y'all allowed it, folks. I understand it was racism and shit back then, and y'all was probably a little scared and that he was gonna do something to y'all, probably, folks. But nigga, man, you was a grown man at the end of the day, G. You feel me? You a grown man. You gotta stand up for yourself, G. Kids, stand up for yourself, man. If a bully come down and say something, you gotta say something back, man. You gotta defend yourself, G. Come on, man. This is getting out of hand. It's the shit Larry's saying to y'all. Y'all letting this shit slide. I can't go. I can't go.
Like, what the hell? And so that we just excited. We like, oh, he just talking shit or whatever.
Y'all excited to get y'all ass.
Cool, that's Larry.
I ain't never heard no shit like that.
You know who we are, but he ain't call us by Chris Webber and Jamal Mashburn. He's like, y'all them college kids. And then something happened. We're sitting there, and we get back to the hotel. Rodney Rogers says something to, it's a group of them. It's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and everybody's shooting the shit. And Rodney Rogers said, hey, Larry, you ain't hit a jumper since 84. Magic heard that shit. And we ain't think none of it. The next day we came in, and I never seen this. And this one I was like, this is a different breed. Magic Johnson fed Larry Bird the ball probably about 8 times in a row down court. Larry Bird got the ball on Rodney Rogers, and every time he was about to make a move, he told him what he was going to do. One dribble, pull up, going left, off glass.
They got the bucket?
One dribble, going right, spin, shot, bucket. He scored 9 times or 8 times in a row. Left the court to go lay down because he couldn't sit on a bench.
Right,
he had to lay down because of his back. And said, young fella, look like 84, huh?
Last time he made
Yeah.
So y'all mean, so what you trying to sit here and trying to tell me is y'all let a crippled old nigga bust y'all ass, G. And y'all was some young bucks. Fresh meat, college guys, like what, 19, 20, 21 years old? And y'all telling me y'all let an old cripple bust y'all ass, G? Like, not only did he go crazy, like, he scored 9 straight. I don't know if y'all ever played a pickup basketball game, G. But in order to go 9 straight, nigga, you gotta be shooting every time down the court. And you gotta be on fire, G. And it's very tiring. I've done it plenty of times, G. I'm not, all right? So I could give y'all my experience. It's tiresome, G. Just coming down every time, giving a nigga a bucket. That shit get tiring, man. And the fact that he had a bad back and y'all was some young bucks, man. I'm just trying to paint the picture for y'all. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. He was an old cripple with a bad back, and y'all was some young bucks, and he scored 9 in a row, y'all. So what do that tell y'all about y'all, G? What does that say about y'all and y'all competitors' natures? Huh? Man, y'all something else, bro.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow.
Crazy.
I said, so they kicked our ass for the rest of the week.
Weber finally added another awesome bird story from that scrimmage. C. Webb shared the small trash talk that Larry Legend threw at Rodney Rogers and the young prospects as he was lighting them up with his sharp shooting skills.
We wanted to see Bird and to be able to practice with him, see how he worked out, see how he shot, see the junk that he talked constantly. Why do you think my generation grew up talking so much, guys? They taught us
Larry.
They taught us how to do it. We used to watch all those blooper tapes and everything else. The best was my man Rodney Rogers. Strong, fast, quick, athletic, and Bird just set him up in the corner. Someone drives to the corner, Stockton, passed out the Bird, and here you see Rodney Rogers take a full sprint. And I'm talking about, you know how Zion blocked that shot a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's where where Rodney Rogers came from. Except, unlike the young kid that shot the shot, in the middle of him being in the midair, Bird